27 minutes. That's perfect. I have a story. I guess I'm going to park here just so I can tell my story. And then I'm going to get ready and do some DoorDashes. Yeah. So I just walked out my job and I want to talk about it. It actually makes sense that that was a spiritual attack. I just went through a spiritual attack that just happened. And it's funny because I've gone through this my whole life. I'm a chosen one, so I've had to deal with, the most brutal childhood. Besides having both narcissists for parents, I got bullied by 18-year-olds when I was like 6. Understand? Like, I got bullied by like 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds when I was like 6. I walk out my house in St. Louis and I get bullied by like 5 or 6 or 7 of them. I can't remember. One of them I remember forever. His name is Bubba. It's weird because it's like the oldest name I remember. It's the oldest name I remember. It's the oldest name. I can't remember. Maybe Tori. I'm sorry. That's a lie. Because I remember being friends with little Tori when I was getting bullied. But anyway, I want to talk about what just happened. Please, please. I'm excited. I'm so happy and I want to explain why. So there was indicators remember I tell you there's always indicators in your manifestations? Well, the problem with me is when I walked towards my death in New Mexico under that full moon in Leo and I had Satan in the backseat of my car, I said his name, shit. Oh, algorithm's going to fuck me over. No. The enemy in the backseat of my car. And then I walked down on Native American territory underneath the full moon in Leo, where my spirit guides revealed themselves to me and were like, hi. And I was crying. I had a Kundalini awakening. I had that thing that people, their whole lives, they'll go to Tibet and be a monk their whole life, and they'll never get to experience what I got. You thought I was dead. I'm alive. I'm not kidding. I just got spiritually attacked at this job, and I should have saw it coming. I don't know why I didn't. It was meant to be, but anyway. So, yeah, I go to my job. I worked at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. If you go back in my videos, what happened was I was manifesting really powerfully because I was feeling really good and my belief level was all the way at the top. So pretty much I knew that if I just said anything, it would pop up in front of me. So I said chicken fingers, chicken fingers, chicken fingers. And within 1 hour, a person messaged me for a job interview at Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. True story. Go back if you don't believe me. Anyway, so I got the job and there was little indicators of things that happened to me on that night. Like, for instance, Raising Cane's is named after a dog, but the original idea behind like the name was when they were tearing down a building, the word wolf was behind it. And so they replaced it with dog. Well, when I was on Native American territory, I had one wolf and one dog attack me and they didn't hurt me. Because I was spiritually protected, and it's a very great story. But the problem was I didn't know, and there was even a girl there named Alexa who instantly wanted to fuck me the instant I got the job. Well, when I walked towards my death on Native American territory with that wolf and dog, I did it to save a guy named Alex. And if you follow me, you would know that I had a person at my last job named Alex who tried to stab the shit out, I had a person at my last job named Alex who stabbed the shit out of a guy in the Bronx. And I have a story about this guy named Alex who tried to stab the shit out of me. So as you can see, I keep manifesting because on that day, the emotional intensity, because I was connected to source energy, blasted out and changed the entire universe. It changed everything really here because I'm a gatekeeper and I'm also a grid worker. So the universe sends me to places physically to affect it. And when you look at my astrology chart, it makes sense because my sun, my Mercury, my Venus, my Mars, my North Node, my Neptune are all Earth signs. And I'm the most earthiest Earth sign. I'm a Taurus stellium with my Sun, Mercury, and Venus. And they're all in the 10th house of Capricorn. So, more earth, earth, earth. I got a lot of earth in me. So I'm very much here and tactile. And I have past lives with other energies that I've kind of mastered. So in this lifetime, I'm really good at just being somewhere. And, I just kind of have an effect. I don't really have to do anything. Anyway, so I'm at this job and everybody was a hater. They never gave me a chance. Like, you know, like I'm on day 3. Today was my 4th day. I made it 4 hours in. And they were all fake. Like, I just worked with a bunch of kids, you know, but they were fake people. And it was so funny because I you know, I could feel the density on my heart. I'm an empath, so I am cleansing the area and I'm, you know, giving karma to these people, but I'm a pain eater. So I can actually feel all that energy. I have to go and transmute it. So I can't, you know, but, you know, that's why I walked out. It was so funny. I'm not kidding. Like, I had to dance and get, you know, I'm about to light some sage, like right now. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've never had to, like, light sage after an event. Like, I have faced Satan. I said it again. I have faced some evil, and I'm like, fuck sage, you know? I'm not going to lie. I want to burn some sage. I just want to smell that shit. Just to make me feel better. Just because it smells good. The little drugs. It looks like drugs in a bag. It really does, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah. They were all hating me because I shine. Like, you know? And I didn't even do anything. I'm not kidding. And it was so funny because I knew it. That all these people were laughing and purposely having a great time and excluding me. And I was just sitting there enjoying myself, talking to myself. Imagine being at a job where there's like 8 or 9 kids and they're like, he's so weird. The first day I got there, a bunch of girls wanted to fuck me. And then now all of them, you know, all the guys are like, fuck that guy. I didn't even flirt back with any of those girls. And now all the girls here on this day weren't even there that day. But it's just so interesting. Even though one of them that was there that day flipped. They're just not there. You know, these people don't have it out for me. This isn't a spiritual attack. I mean, I don't really know how else to say it. You know, my last job, they robbed me $100. You know, my manager, you know, I just got done texting my buddy Jason. He was saying, yeah, I'm pretty sure Ayana, I don't give a fuck, I'll say her name. I'm pretty sure Ayana just, you know, went through your computer system and was like, yeah, fuck the day he worked last, fuck that last day he worked last, and also fuck whatever money he has left coming. And so she deleted days and days worth of me working. So that goes to show you that, you know, I felt like I'm working in a toxic environment with somebody that's fake out to get me. I should quit now. And lo and behold, every day that I worked up until that point was pointless because they just robbed me. So it's important to follow your feelings. I'm just wanting to say I'm about to change my outfits. I'm about to go DoorDash. I'm so happy I get to cleanse. Oh, man, you have no idea. There's a darkness on my heart. They literally all ganged up on me. And I told them, I said, you're all fake. It was so funny. I mean, like, I remember I walked up, and when I walked up, I said, hey, I'm quitting. And the manager's like, what's that? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not the actual man. Let's go talk to the real manager. And she walked over and then the other manager looked at me and said, this is what she did. Hi, friend. And I said, and somebody dropped their money they were holding because of the awkward energy that they all are actually in the whole time. And I was the one that's always been in this energy. I said, wow, that seems a little unauthentic. Because it is. Because you don't even know, I don't even know your name. You know, she's like, hi, friend. And it's funny because I said, after she said, hi, friend, and I said it seemed a little unauthentic, but it's okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of here. But I will say, man, this job, great people. You know, and the guy next to him went, pfft. There's like people like this around me. And this guy next to me was like, pfft. And I was like, okay, I take that back. You're all fake. I couldn't handle it. But yeah, I just got done working at that job and now I got to cleanse myself. And I just wanted to make this video because, you know, this shit that I just went through is the kind of shit that people go home and kill themselves over. And I'm not kidding. Like this little bit, this is indirect warfare. And these people maybe aren't conscious fully of why they're doing it or what's going on, but they have the darkness in them that they're not accounting for. And they kind of just get puppeteered by it. I mean, I've never been the kind of guy to exclude people. I've always had a good heart. I might have been a weak-ass fuck because I was bullied my whole life. You know, now I stand up for myself. You know, I'll stab you to death before I fucking deal with your shit. Which is so funny because, I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm sitting here and I knew these people just didn't like me. Just because. You know, and I've dealt with this my whole life. And I gotta tell you what, one day I'm gonna be doing comedy on stage for the thousands. You can see it. And these people know it. And I say that because that is gonna happen. That is gonna happen. I have no doubt. There's no doubt. I've had God himself reveal that this is the truth. And that is why you're getting attacked, because you're going to be a big influence dyer. I'm going to be making an impact near town near you. And it's just so funny because I'm working at this job and I'm breathing. I literally allowed my light to dimmer down. And it was so funny because, like, you know, I'm saying something to somebody and somebody was like, and I said, oh, does that affect you? Huh? You don't like that little joke I just made? Because, you know, and the chick who was like, couldn't look at me because you're fake as fuck. And I'm going to tell you something funny. Ready? When my ex-girlfriend broke up with me and then had a three-way, and I cried, I watched as that bitch got fat as fuck and had a kid. And I remember the last thing she said to me was, well, if I believe whatever I can believe, that means I can eat whatever I want. I won't lose. I won't gain weight. Ain't that right, Dyer? And the next time I saw her, she was fat as fuck. Fat as fuck. Lost her body. Took karma. Hit her so hard. I got so many stories. Those 6 people that jumped me watched their car explode into flames as I got to record it. And I had the fire extinguisher and I didn't use it. Imagine that. You all start calling me a crackhead just because I just walked down the street. That's all I did. I literally walked down the street, I looked over, and they're like, what's up, bitch? Like, I mean, that's really what happened. Like, that's energetically what happened. And they all recorded me. And they're laughing. They're making funny. They're throwing fucking rocks at me. They threw a rock this big at me. They took a Nerf gun and was shooting it at me. The girl said, run him over with the truck. Run him over with the truck. And all I did was walk down the street, just being happy and loving myself. And by the way, I might keep getting spiritually attacked because it just keeps happening. You know, like in a minute, somebody might walk up and be like, hey, you need to move your car. You know, I don't know. It keeps happening. But the point is, keep that vibe going, because if that's happening in your life too, that means your manifestations are on their way. And all these people are upset because their lives, they haven't put anything out and nothing's coming in. And they can feel it. They know that, you know, they know that they're just going to be an employee. They don't even, that's what I mean. They have not tried or anything. They're just currently living in the now, but that sounds like they're doing it right. They're currently living now as in just doing whatever now. They're just getting tossed and turned by the waves and the winds of life, not realizing they control waves and wind. Yeah. Think about it. There's been people out, I'm not kidding. If you understand the concepts of manifesting, you would understand that, like, if you're a sailor, I was reading it in a book. I was reading this book, and in the book they were sailing, and the guy said, well, hold on there, Captain. I've seen you scratch the poles or whatever, scratch the starboard pole, whatever the fuck. As in, he was like, work. a little magic on it. Get to work, a little wind, get the blowing. And life does work that way. And I know, because I walked towards my death, and I have a story about me outside of a house, and I said, you want me to walk into this house? And the wind blew and made a thing that looked like this, knock on it. I said, this house? Seriously? Really? No. I think it was Archangel Michael, but anyway, I'll never forget that. I was talking, and I was like, you're kidding me. And the wind's like, no. I have a few of those. I actually have a few of those stories where I'm speaking to the universe and the wind blows in order to answer me. The wind blows in order to answer me. So when I tell you, people used to believe that I'm getting off topic. Anyway, I just got done being at this job with a bunch of haters. And I'll never forget, it's so obvious. I walk up and she's like, hi, friend. So fake. And of course, it was the manager with the fattest ass. Oh my God. I think it's a curse. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. If you're a hot chick with a nice ass with a good heart, please comment below. I don't mean it like that. I'm joking. But, just prove to us that you're out there. I'm kidding. I don't really. That's so sexist and fucked up. But I just thought it was funny. I'm like, of course you got the most, perfect ass. And you're just such a waste of flesh. That's so funny. It's so fake. Oh my God, I would never fuck that. Ooh, it's a trap. Oh God. I mean, I don't think she's narcissistic. I don't know. I mean, they're fake. I don't know. You know, narcissism is worse in my opinion, but these are just fake people. They don't know who they are. You know, I know who I am. And that guy, remember what I was telling you? I said, you know, you guys are great people and all. I was literally just trying to walk out the job as nice as I could. And they instantly were like, well, this is our time to really fucking bag on him. It's like, what the fuck? It was crazy. It's so out there, you know. It doesn't seem like it's real because it's like, how is this happening right now? Like, how are people like this, you know? But I forget, you know, not everybody's me. And it makes sense because, you know, I'm chosen. So I've always had a good heart. So I've always been looking at reality like, why the fuck is evil here? Like, why do people do the fucked up things they do? I never could get it. Anyway, I'm going to end this. I'm going to have a great day. I have to cleanse this energy still. And I'm just making this video to tell you that because, you know, I'm not indestructible. Like, I have to cleanse myself when I'm around toxicity. Like, I just got... And, you know, they might rob me again. I don't know. They might. I mean, they might just, you know... But it's not going to stop me. I don't care if I lose this. Like, there's nothing that's going to stop me. I've already faced death, and I watched as, like, the enemy couldn't even kill me. And he was pissed about it. You have no idea. I remember I was driving in that car with a heroin addict in the backseat possessed by the enemy. And, oh, man. I don't even want to reenact it. I'm not going to lie. I don't even want to reenact it. Usually I do. I remember I was telling a buddy of mine that story, and he didn't believe in that shit, and then I started reenacting it, and he started getting scared. Because I was actually tapping into the energy of what it's like to have in the backseat of your car for like days on end. Yeah, he's pissed. I love it. I hope you are pissed. Santa anagram. Santa, anagrams. You know what I'm talking about. The enemy. I hope you are pissed. Fuck you and your fucking demon spawn children. You and your demon spawn children. They really keep trying to kill me and hurt me everywhere I go. It's so funny. There are other people that don't know what I'm talking about. They don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. You know, if you're not in this world, you're not in it. If you haven't woken up to this yet, you know, you're not here yet. But, you know, like everybody at my old job were just some dumb kids. And I don't blame them. But, you know, I worked myself. I earned this. I worked internally to get here. It wasn't easy. It's harder than any of those guys put together could ever have done. I have no doubt in my mind. I am better, sexier, stronger, faster, smarter. I'm just kidding. I have no doubt in my mind. I'd rather be me than any fuck in that building. And, you know, that's why it was funny because, like, I almost wanted to talk to it, but I'm like, nah, you're just all fake. And I just laughed my way out the door. And I will admit, there's like inside of me, but I didn't scream back. I was like, no, don't look weak. Like, these people just suck, you know, and their lives, if they don't change or do something different, they're just going to be working until they die, and their life's going to suck. They're going to end up dying, and they're going to look at the life with most of their dreams unfulfilled. 1818 when I looked at it. And that's true with a lot of people. It's really sad. You know, and this is what I try to teach people about manifesting, because this is the secrets. You know, if you don't know this stuff, you're not going to beat the system. There's a lot more at play. I just mentioned the enemy and a bunch of other stuff. There's a lot more at play that's keeping you at bay. I mean, they're right. Today. That's what I say. Yeah, I'm not dealing with those people. I hope I get my pay. I think I already said that. I don't know. I'm done. I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'm gonna go DoorDash, make some money, play some music. And I say that because I just came out of a very traumatic energy. Like, there was like 6, 7, 8 people that never liked me the instant I got this job, 4 days in. And they, you know, once I was like, okay, it's time to leave. I can't really take any more dark energy on me. They're like, more, pile. You know, they all did something. They all had a reaction where that was what showed. And they're unteachable. I can't teach them anything. There's nothing for me here. Hopefully I get the money that I earned. You know, if not, I guess I'm going to cause some hell. If I lose, I mean, I don't really care. This is the thing. I just told you, I've witnessed every person that ever done me wrong get karma. And there's a few people left that God is saving for me. Like my mom and my sister and my grandpa. There's a few people left. that I can't wait to see what happens to them. And I know that that's kind of like the icing on the cake for me. Like, God knows that that's what I want to see that when I level up. You know, I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to see it. I know. I'm excited. I get signs about it all the time that I'm going to see it. And it's really cool. All right. I'm done. Like, subscribe. Yes.